Good morning, Friday, March 27th, 2026, day 11 here at Muskrat Creek Shelter. Starting the day, a little windy, nice night last night. Right now, I'm waiting in line for the privy. All right, Basco broke out the Dr. Bonner soap and the wash station. Happy hands, clean hands. 8:30 in the morning. That was a tent site. There's the shelter. And there's the privy. Heading out. All right, now we're on the AT, the Muskrat Creek Shelter. Plenty of campsites, plenty of water, nice shelter with a picnic table underneath the shelter. Lots of hooks to hang things on. Yeah, just a really nice place to camp out. Probably about 15 total folks there. And we all seem to be heading to the same spot this afternoon. So maybe a quarter mile out of camp on a nice cruisy section, and just kind of reflecting on the people I know that have hiked the AT. Some I have read about, some I personally know. But the first one, Earl Schaefer, first person to through hike the AT. He did it after he got back from World War II. And then Emma Gatewood. And then the person that I know that through hiked the AT the longest period ago was a gentleman I mentioned yesterday in front of that funny tree. H, he did it in 1986, and as I said in that clip, he asserts he did it before the glaciers receded. And then other folks like Scott Williams, Triple Crowner, he did it in 2014, along with Dennis Incline, who I met on the PCT 3 years ago, and he's a trail supporter now. And then the first person that I followed on the AT was a guy named Glenn, Scoutmaster on the AT. He's a Citadel graduate, 1990 commissioned Army officer. He through hiked the AT and video logged it, and I said, that looks like a cool idea. So if you're really bored, I got my ideas from video logging from him, and my first video log was the JMT 2018. I took my Boy Scout troop on the whole thing. So that's my first video. Go back and look at that. I think I've evolved a little bit. Mile 82. First decent view of the morning at mile 82.8. And we know we're on the trail. All right, folks, I'm here with Basco, and a little tip for you. Yesterday, we were getting water, and he put his water bottle in his water sleeve, and it slipped out, and I said, let me show you something.
Check it out, folks. It was like it was meant to go that way.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Giddy up. Mile 83. Mile 84. Got Fiddlehead knocking out the cobwebs for me. She's from New Hampshire. Graduated school semester early. I suggested that she's probably on the dean's list. I was on the dean's other list. Mile 85. Understand there's trail magic about a quarter mile away. Ooh, I think we see it. Serendipity.
Oh, look at that.
A pleasant, unexpected surprise. Look at that. And we got the mountain goat and bobcat. You can see him from space with those yellow hats. And look at that, they got an American flag too. That's way cool. I'm at some trail magic. The 24th annual Red Truck, Green Truck Feed the Hiker weekend. Let me show you what I got. I got a hot dog. And just remember, nobody, but nobody, puts ketchup on a hot dog. That was some great trail magic back there. Some fried chicken, hot dogs, coffee, casual dining. Perfect bit of serendipity. Mile 86, and to the right, you can barely see the sign, is Standing Indian Shelter. Nice grade going up the hill. Mile 87. Nice constant grade going up, not too steep, just pleasantly constant. Just got to the summit of Standing Indian Mountain from the parking area. It was a little over 2.5 miles at 1,100 feet, but just a nice consistent grade going up, even a couple switchbacks. It looks like it had been a road at some point, so maybe that's why the trail was a bit more tolerable. Mile 88, been nice walking along this ridge line, get some views on occasion, but the trees are starting to bud. Mile 89. And so far today, North Carolina is redeeming itself with the trail conditions. Much gentler than yesterday. But a couple observations. Haven't seen any bear boxes or cables at any of the shelters. Georgia had boxes and cables at every shelter. Haven't seen one in North Carolina. North Carolina Wildlife Bear Management Area. I haven't seen one bear, let alone 2 bear. And 2 bear, if you know, you know. Mile 90, 90. Trail conditions continue to be nice. A few blowdowns every now and then, but no real complex obstacles to navigate. So treadway is nice. Must be about 75 degrees, but I think it's going to get a little cooler tonight. Kind of a cruisy day. Mile 91.
Are we?
We're going faster than I thought. Mile 92. Mile 93. There's Bobcat and Mountain Goat leading the way. Coming into the vicinity of Carter Gap Shelter. 12 miles, 2,400 feet in elevation gain and loss. Started at 8:30, finished at 3:30. It's going to be a great day. Panning around Carter Gap Shelter, plenty of tent sites. There's the shelter up there, but also plenty of widowmaker trees. So I orbited the campsite to find a spot without any trees that look like they could fall. Following the blue blazes to the water source. Using these leaves to direct the water flow is really helpful. Hey everybody, got Kyle here, trail name Broccoli. You've probably seen him in some of my videos on the side and some of the pictures, but wanted to give him a chance to introduce himself to the rest of the group.
Hello, everybody. Broccoli.
All right, he's from Virginia, up by Culpeper area.
Yes,
Glad
sir.
he's on the team.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Finishing up day 11 on the Appalachian Trail here at Carter Gap Shelter in my tent. It's 6:49. Gonna call it an early night. Great day today. Looks like it's gonna be another great day tomorrow. Mile marker signing out.